Greetings, traveler.
I think we give it one more Warlock try. Let me see what happens here. So we are not trying to draft the best Warlock deck ever. We are trying to draft a Warlock deck that hits the checkpoints of the list I'm looking for as closely as possible. Witchwood Grizzly would be an okay 5. Sometimes more than okay. Omega Defender is a playable 4 and opens up as like a semi-bomb in the late game. So I do think you go Omega Defender. All right, see, this is what I mean, right? But on the other hand, there have been runs, not many, but there have been runs where I've had Omega Agent and it didn't work out that well. So, and I guess in a way, Omega Agent is just Omega Agent's kind of like UI in that it's a really, really good bomb. It's not like we can't test anymore if we hit it. It's just that it's so good that it always skews the results a little bit just like UI, right? But yeah, definitely the Omega Agent. It's like the Violet Worm, it's like the Bone Mare, but just better. It's just that card. Okay. Premium ones, I have increased my I've steadily increased my evaluation up and continue to do so right now because of the curve I'm drafting. So let's go for it. In Mage, is it ever Bone Mare over Meteor? I mean, I think the default for me right now is Bone Mare over Meteor, but Meteor over Bone Mare is absolutely possible. If there is one card you can pick over Bone Mare, it's Meteor, right? Okay, so I have not really been super high on Fungal. It's more this... It's this card we add to the deck if we're a little low on bombs or if we have an exceptional early game. I think it's too early to tell, so I think we're just really happy with a Basilisk here. Just pick the early game. Not even Collider over Bone Mare. I'd probably pick, like I said, there's a couple cards, right? I'd probably pick, but Collider is better than Meteor, and that says a lot. Right? Former champ quite easily here, just premium 5. We don't have a 5 yet. Ankle Biter gives us a little bit of leeway in the early game, so like that. All right, guys, I'm just gonna talk about the draft, right, and explain all my choices. So you can use exclamation mark TLDR to have a very quick idea of what I am looking for in the draft. And I'm trying to replicate that with every class. And so far, it's fairly successful. There are just a couple more classes where I need to work out a little details like, okay, because you can't draft every class exactly the same because some classes have more AoE, some classes have more removal, some classes have more buffs, some classes, like just the hero power being different. Some classes have pings, some classes you need to value pings higher. Like here, the Ankle Biter, that's way better in Warlock than it would be in a Mage, say, because Mage can ping and Warlock can't. All right, Eggnapper here for the second premium 3. We're always looking for those. Demon Bolt I'm okay with. 2 Demon Bolts probably still okay. 3 is probably too many for what we're doing. But we have the premium 1, so we're not super, we're not really looking for the 2. If we get a couple more 1s, we're happy. It's not the Doctor. We have Omega Agent as a bomb and Omega Defender as, let's say, a quarter of a bomb, right? Because it's pretty specific. I'm definitely considering the Rocket for the flexibility and the initiative. The second premium 5 is fine, though. I think I'd still rather pick the Curve and we'll go from there. Grizzly, probably still taunts, yeah. Both Gastro and Napper are fine. I think I'd actually pick Gastro because it's so good. And it helps you fill the 1 to 2 slot. But the Napper would be super, super pickable. Just that Gastro is so good. All right, Scorcher or Warbear? Probably still Scorcher. 5 slot looks really heavy, but the Omega Agent isn't a 5, and Grizzly can be a later game card. So I'll take that. Cool. Probably the bad 3-mana card over the bad late game card for now. This is the pick a few times though. Not here. Probably still Tar. Dark and Dwarf fits the curve better. We don't really want the Hellfire. We've already picked the Scorcher, right? And the premium 3 is so important. So still fairly easy. Voidwalker is a consideration, but I think we're still 2-3 drops short, right? But I have done exceptionally well with good 1-drops, and Voidwalker would absolutely count as a good 1-drop. So I think I might deviate a little bit here and experiment, because if I hit one more premium 3, I'm satisfied and we're halfway through, so feels better. So Ranger is also really good, but with the 2 former champ pickups, we don't really need the Ranger. So I think just the Spider Tank is fine. Okay. Feels like a fairly free Demon Bolt. Oh my god, dude. We've had some good cards, but also some bad cards. I guess a Felsoul Inquisitor? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Lifesteal, taunt, 6 health. Okay. Okay. Sunwalker feels phenomenal. Not many 6-drops in the meta right now. It's a taunt. Does pretty much everything we want it to do. Necromancer feels very good as well. We only have 1 4. We've skipped some 4s early. Let's see if we can make up for that. Probably Akira's Veteran. Works well with Voidwalker. Ooh, another very low roll. It's most likely to drain life. I'm just like considering if A-bomb's ever to pick, but it damages our face as well, which is probably just a little bit too much. So we'll take the ping. Oh my dog. All right, well, it's going to be a double Omega, double Demon Bolt deck. So now you can look, this is actually a good exercise, right? Let's look at the deck and let's see what do we need. Do we have sufficient bombs? We have 2 Omega Agents, an Omega Defender. So if I hit one more high quality bomb like a Bone Mare or a Worm, I will probably pick it. But I will not pick a low quality bomb just to get another one, because I do say I want around 3 bombs, right? 3 really, a bomb is a strong late game card, a card that makes a difference, a card that can kill your opponent. That's a bomb. Omega Agent definitely fits that description. So we have 2 really, really good bombs. And we life tap. So probably in Warlock, we might not need as many, right? Like 2 might be fine just because we can life tap towards them. So then what else do we need when that late game box is checked? Another 6-drop wouldn't hurt. Warbear would not hurt, right? Give you something around the 7 slot. So another good 6-drop or a Warbear would be really good. A Furious Ettin would be fine. Premium 4s or just 4s in general would be very welcome. Premium 1s are still welcome. And maybe like one more really good 3, but that has not super high priority. So here we pick the Veteran. The other 2 really don't fit any of the descriptions. And like we said, another premium 1 would be fine. This is not like premium, but above average, I would say. Okay, so here we have a decision to make. We have that 3rd bomb if we want it, but with that hole on turn 4 and this being probably premium in Warlock, being able to gain armor like that, it is probably the Scavenger. If we did not have the Omega Agents, I would say that we needed the Worm and that we just have to deal with the gap in the curve and sometimes just tank a loss because of that. Because without the Worm, we have nothing versus the Warriors. But given the way how the draft went, We also have 2 Demon Bolts, which probably reduces the need for bombs a little bit more because it allows us to kill their big minions without having to use our big minions to trade into them. So all those reasons combined for me make it actually a fairly easy scavenger, whereas if this is pick 1, you would never make this pick, right? If this is pick 1 or pick 2 or whatnot, it's the easiest worm ever because it does exactly what you want it to do. But for this meta, well, not for this meta, but for this specific list, for this point in the draft, the scavenger feels better. Probably an easy apprentice. The other 2 are garbage, and pings are sometimes useful. Ooh, man, some bad picks. It's not Rocketeer for the deck, I feel. Bloodworm is an acceptable card, and the deck is still a tiny bit low curve. It's not insanely low curve, but still a tiny bit, right? We needed the 4 more than the worm. The corruption is absolutely playable, right? It kills Tar Creepers really well, for instance. It kills Tar Lords really. All the Tar minions are really vulnerable to corruption. But I think I just need the Bloodworm for another thing to play. And, you know, obviously the lifesteal does something in Warlock. On turn 5, I ended up with 2 former champs and a Grizzly. We're doing okay-ish on 5. But a 5-mana 5/5 is just so much better than the other cards, and I might pick it here. Missile Launcher, I'm not sure of. It's one of those picks that I might try and say, maybe it's just better to have it than to not have it. And with that, I mean another source of AoE, because we ended up with 1 Scorcher and we passed the Hellfire, so there is a world where having the launcher is just better. Turn 5 looks like it's super oversaturated, but Omega Agents are its 5s. Bloodworm is not a 5, and Scorcher, you don't really want curve out usually, unless, you know, the board state's good for it. So it's only 2 champs and a Grizzly, which means that a War Gear is acceptable. But I think I would like to try the Missile Launcher. I already have 2 Demon Bolts and 2 Omega Agents. So what I'm trying to assess here is how many cards do I have in my hand that I need to hold? Like, this is another card that you kind of need to hold and wait for. Maybe just the thing to play is better. I learned more from the launcher, though, for this deck. You'd pick Ravencaller? Huh. I'm not even looking at Ravencaller. 2 bolts, 2 Omegas, Scorcher. Yeah, probably just the thing to play. Makes more sense. Oh my god. It's 100% not the spider, but I didn't need to tell you guys that. On turn 4, I have Necro, Scavenger, and Omega Defender. The clickbait title and the Let's Please Twitch chat pick is definitely Omega Agent. But I want to have a consistent deck. Probably Drake. We experiment, Kappa. It's valuable testing information, Shady, right? It's, yeah, I actually don't even think it's that close, which is funny. Because Omega is insane, but you have 2 of them. I think for the sake of my testing, I need to pick Drake here. Because I also, like, let's say it goes 12, but it gets purely carried by like extra Omega Agents, right? Are you going to skip the card you retired 13 Warlock decks for? I didn't! I picked 2 of them! Oh, man. When you have the chance for 3 Omega Agents, I know, but I'm also trying to get testing in, and the curve is more important to me right now. Because if I pick this Drake, my curve is actually what I want it to be. 4 1s, 2 2s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3s, 4 4s, and enough 5s. My 1 to 5 would be not perfect, but close to perfect. I think a perfect 1 to 5 is just better than the 3rd Omega Lol. Sorry, guys. We could have, yeah, but No, this is not a meme run, right? That's not a meme run. Yeah.
You face Mecha-Tyraxus!
Throwing both the 4s away is a little spooky, but we probably should stick to our curve and look for this. I remember when it was called a toilet drake. Yup. That was a thing. Yeah, I actually think it's not even that close, guys. When you truly analyze the curve, the meta, the class, everything combined. So if I coin the Razor Fen here, I don't think it's better than tapping now. If this was a premium 3, I'd probably do it, but it's not even a premium 3. Why was it Toilet Drake? It has good stats. If you play a 1-drop on turn 1, the way how the meta used to be, it's not actually that good. Alright. So we would have drained life this turn, which would have sucked, so... Okay. Seems alright. It's fairly good.
Speak your peace. For the master.
Wing Blast.
As long as it keeps out of what a point. Come, my pretty birds.
Come, my pretty birds.
Relax.
It's a party.
I'll never tell. What a bother.
Can he guess what's coming? How was the Druid run? 10 wins. I misplayed. In a potentially not lost game. I have bad memories of this thing. And he is about to have to... Remember when we picked the Gastro? I remember.
I see your weakness.
Such skill, Bible Thump. Top deck lol, I hate this meta. Oh, the top deck meta, eh? Yeah. Darn that top deck meta. Just like in a Ronchi animation. Is it Dread or Tyrantus there? People ask me, Shady, does it hurt to be this good at Hearthstone? And I say, yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it hurts a little.
I hope you like my invention.
Is he dead? He could have been dead, but I don't think we care. It's better to crush his spirit. Oh, now Skitterer would work.
Do you need a blessing?
Do you need a blessing?
Not on my watch.
Why are we playing all these cards, sir? Wait, first, I concede.
Mecha Jaraxxus versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, you face Mecha Jaraxxus!
Ah, Twilight Drake looking okay.
The calm before the storm.
You can ask for a permit, right, Chit? It's like you're walking into barbed wire and say, please, fence, don't time out.
I love omelets.
I love omelets.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
My boy Drake. Spell powered hex. Okay. Play a 3/6. Pre-hit the 4/4. Save the coin for Omega. Oh. That's gonna get old at some point. Shady's using the corrupted card back. I never changed it. I'm just using the path of least resistance here. It's not an insane Scorcher, not by any means. I've just Scorchered in this position in the past and I've regretted it. I'm just not sure whether I want to take it or not. Yeah. My boy.
The calm before the storm.
The calm before the storm. Cowboy Apprentice. My boy.
Truth is my shield.
Coin draw last, you ask. It's a good question. I think I will say yes to that.
My invention.
Mighty elements command.
Speak your peace.
Mighty elements combined. Next turn, Calamos, you called it? Yeah, but you didn't call it. You call it as in he probably got it from the Nimbus, right?
Your work, cur.
no fake calling, right? No fake calling allowed.
Must destroy.
What a bore.
We are one. We are one.
Computing.
I'm not sure if I want a Demon Bolt to 4-5. But it's insane tempo. It doesn't really feel necessary. If it doesn't feel necessary, I think we tap, yeah. Or I could Scorcher first, right? Trade Scorcher and then Agents. Maybe that's good enough. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Let's get the body out.
We are one.
Scorcher challenges the 1-3, which is pretty nice.
I got mojo.
Well, good thing we didn't save Scorcher. We might still be okay just because of life tap, but this is bullshit.
That was a mistake.
Oh my god! Oh, the punish! Oh, I love it. I love it. That was beautiful.
With unity.
With unity.
Speak your peace.
Whew. Nice.
Protocol 7 engaged.
They're strange.
Fill in the curve. Fill in the curve. Fill in the curve. Last run was a druid and it went 10 this time. Double Omega Agent? Could have been triple, but we went for the reasonable Twilight Drake pick, which was way better in this game, by the way, than the Omega would have been. Oh, what? I guess he just needs the body. Because that trade is pretty good for us. There's more Omega in there.
Keep up.
As long as it keeps out of path is my destiny.
Thank you, Tanglefer.
Hear your heart.
Kind of want that armor, but Not killing this and just blocking it off seems wrong. Maybe just trade, push 5.
Computing.
It's mine.
Soar like a butterfly.
We should start. We should talk about the meta soon, Stein, because I'm shooting my video. So if you want some input on it, I can shoot you my list of things. You can tell me if there's anything specific you want to add on to. Totems, come back.
I wake once more.
Taunt totem, I choose you.
You win this.
I'm dead on board. Screw this. Because the grumbled Kalimos will be activated by the previous Kalimos. Just activating itself.
Be mine. You face
Macadaraxis.
Why do you fall?
So the play for a big ass Drake is tap, obviously, and then Tangle for adds another minion, and it's really fun. Slightly the higher tempo play is coin Tangle for into a 2-drop next turn. But I'm kind of okay doing the meme-eater play. You should add into your guide if you haven't already. Stop drafting Arena Fanatic. I think I'll use maybe the HS replay stats on when it has its highest win rate. Big ass Drake. Big ass Drake. Big ass Drake. Oh, it's greed versus greed. I like it. Oh, we got a Mekaru. We can coin that out. Probably makes sense to coin it out. Seven cards hit, so he was full minions, so we don't have to play around the foul for now. Maybe he top decks it. That hit is interesting, surprises me a little. And of course he gets to kill my mech, he rolls a fucking Dreadlord, and that way he doesn't get punished for his greedy fanatic play. Turns like these make me sad, man, whenever they get away with their fanatic bullshit, because now it's actually gonna hurt. Now it hurts because he's not getting punished for his low tempo. Because he basically played a Dreadlord Battlecry deal 2. As if Dreadlord wasn't a good card, right? Yeah, I was gonna say, Camel, it feels exactly like the Rogue. And the only reason the Rogue survived is because he rolled a Volcano. And it feels like if this guy survives, the only reason is because he had an insane Bane of Doom. But oh well, we'll just play, we'll see what happens. Because that's all you can do in the end. Playing and seeing what happens.
Must destroy.
Must Destroy. I guess I am double trading, kind of sadly, but he didn't have the 1 damage this turn, so he might not have it.
Speak your peace.
It's so much more beneficial for Demon Bolt as well if I have a bit of a board. The Scorcher felt better than him just playing the Scavenger, so... Let's see. Normally I wouldn't really make this play because it's so dependent on him not having Scorcher. But Scorcher was a pretty good play before. Yeah. We can see the Fnatic doing things. Trade the 4-1. Ankle Biter is a phenomenal draw. It just solves everything here. Whew. Because we have the read on no AoE, I kind of want to go Primal Fin, Basilisk over to 5-5. Normally I wouldn't do that. But I want to get Basilisk out because it deals with his big minions. And my 5-5 might not deal with whatever big boy he has in store for us, and Basilisk does. He may have drawn into a spell since then, but we know that these are all minions.
Let the pain speak to me.
Demon bolting the 2/4 seems unwise. Probably just gonna tap War Gear. Does former champ make more sense? It could make the difference here. Let's see. Could make the difference here.
Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
The greatest virtue is patience.
Put me in, man. It's my turn. My turn to show them what's what.
Oh, was I supposed to drain life? And let's see, bump. No, I'm supposed to ignore this one, right? Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Protocol 7 engaged. Try harder, man. Keep up.
Yeah, it'll grow back.
The swing turn, boys. It's coming. Is the Tark Creeper good on board? Sure is. Okay.
We are one. We are one.
Keep up.
He only has one more buffed card. So yeah, Shadow Flame Scorcher is the beat. Nether, obviously. I just thought of Doom. That was Old Gods, right? Used to have two, right? Nether and Doom. That's just Nether.
Rot into my core. A stranger will offer you aid.
Calamus rises. My turn to show them what's what.
With Unity. And I think I still get a reasonable feedback from the Omega agents, because I think I drafted a deck with 2 agents and didn't go 12 a while back.
The light shall bring victory.
So the curve is pretty Perfect. So this should be doing really well. The Drake decision was pretty good. I mean, I know the Drake is correct. It's just, it's like, because I mean, it's normal, right? Like, you need a 4. You don't need a 3rd Omega agent, so you know it's correct. It's just awkward to skip agents. It's just so awkward. I could have had 3, Stein. I could have had 3. I said no. My last pick was a Twilight Drake. And it's been repaying us ever since.
Speak your peace.
Twilight Drake's like, I'm so grateful, thank you. You didn't throw me in the trash. And your Omega Agent's like, what the fuck?
What a
Who does this guy think he is? Not picking a Omega Agent. We curving, baby. We curving. My last 10 drafts had 2 in total. I mean, I retired like 8 or 9 Warlocks and didn't get any Stein, so I get the Bible thump, right? I was playing the tournament. The 2 cards you're not picking are going to the Shadow Realm. Send that fool to the Shadow Realm. Boop.
Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
Sting like a bee.
Try harder, man. I love zombies.
I'm like everyone's biggest fan.
Here it is.
Shadow's puppet.
Here it is. Probably need to respect Madness a bit more.
Truth is mine. Don't touch me.
Yeah, I'm not aiming for Defiler Hellfire right now, Stein. Scorcher, Dreadlord are very welcome, but Defiler Hellfire not so much. Wow. We can have it. Lash would be bad here. Yeah, at least you still have your guy. Scorcher would have been bad there. Looks like you had neither.
Justice shall prevail.
Guess he's got like what? Free from Amber? Oh, I didn't check the amount of buffs anymore. I guess we have a reasonable clear on it. We should probably take it. 6, 7, 8. Scorcher. Pretty good.
Justice shall prevail.
Is Shadow Flame good in a type like this? I think Shadow Flame would be acceptable, yeah. Better than the Fowler Hellfire. I'd still just prefer having Scorchers and stuff.
Ash to ash.
MCT. Hysteria. You want them to do those things pre-agent anyway. It's fine. He should have screamed or hysteria at that, right?
We are one. We are one.
Let's push for the win. Why do you prefer having Scorcher? Because Scorcher is more proactive. You can Scorcher an empty board, or you can find boards where you just trade something in Scorcher very easily. But finding a board where you want to Shadow Flame is not as easy. So with Scorcher, you're just more likely to be able to spend your mana productively than with Shadow Flame. I'm not even sure he wants to Scream 3 agents in your deck. You should. You should definitely, because, well, first of all, he's dead. Second of all, he'll die very fast if he doesn't Scream those. We're 3-0? Huh. I talked about this, right? Where sometimes I zone out. I'm like, what happens? We're 3-0. Not playing around Scream. I would say he had to play it before. I'd say it was a play last turn, the Scream. Let's get some unity in here. Yeah, that'd be okay.
Versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory. You face Mechajaraxes.
Are you doing the meme run following this? Yes.
Speak your peace.
Hit both the agents, but not the Drake. Then again, triple Omega in hand. And we are currently 3 subs off from adding another 2 hours to the stream and an additional meme run. So if over the course of the next 3 hours anyone feels like they'd like a little bit more, that is how. There we go. Should the Elemental Shaman? I don't know. That seems so specific. That thought steal was a little suspicious in terms of he's just waiting to... Yeah. I think he has a Shadow Madness in hand because he did not play his 3-3. Instead he thought so. That actually gives away a ton of information. The 5-5 is so much better than the 2-6. He chose wrong? That happens in Arena. It's not impossible. Yeah, I feel like I just played a 5-5. The 2-6 just feels so... eh. Alright, well. Here he's like, Shadowflay? Shadow Madness? Hearthstone deck tracker would be happy. Hey, we found a play. Wee! Hoot! Thank you for the 28, man. Welcome back. Knocking us all the way up there. This. Here we go. Number 23. Played a Sunwalker here. That seemed like a really weird board to play a Sunwalker. Playing a Sunwalker into a 1-1 and a 5-5. Interesting, it says 28 when last month we were 26. Maybe at the very start you skipped a month somewhere? That would explain. Could have been some nice lifesteal. Doctor is in. Alright, Dark. Oh well. It found your old subchain. Yes, yes, yes.
Come cheap.
Ooh.
As long as it keeps out air.
So far, we're feeling pretty good here. Scorcher on top? Ooh. We were feeling pretty good. We're feeling okay-ish right now. Deploy the first Omega.
We are one. We are
Soar like a butterfly.
Sting like a
All the way down to 31 health. Wait, what? Peanut butter Omega time. Peanut butter Omega time.
cookies.
I would say the speed at which he played that makes me think he does not have Scream or Hysteria. It didn't even cross his mind. Which means that doubling down on Omega Agents feels like the correct line. Demon Bolting of 5/8 would be very cheap and good. It's just whether he has like a statue at the ready. That's fine.
Destroy.
We are one. We are one. With unity. With unity.
Impressive.
Impressive, if I do say so myself. Her. Sure. I might tap last because I don't really want to do the math on what's on my board and what's not. I guess I could use a 5 and a 1, yeah.
Try harder, man.
With unity. With unity.
Not that, right? Let's see. Oh, I might have missed lethal with Scorcher.
With unity.
And you know what? I couldn't care less.
With unity. With unity.
Alright guys, let's not overuse Monka Stop, shall we?
The sun has set for me.
You have been. Mecha Jaraxxus versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. You face Mechajaraxxus.
Sort of a curve, right? We would like to see a spider tank, and then this curve is looking really nice. Turn 2 isn't really something we expect to hit with just Gastropod and sometimes Cheaty. But the tap helps us land the curve we want. Drake is good to see. Probably the best draw I can hit now is Tangle for Mystic, because it gives me both the spider tank and a card in my hand to buff Drake. So it's probably the best card in the deck right now. Did not hit it. Could try to kill it with the Apprentice, but I think I'd rather tap and probably just put Veteran down if we don't hit Voidwalker. If I played a veteran, he's going to
Your peace.
trade into the veteran, which I think we're okay with pushing face, because he might have a 2 health minion I need to deal with. Right.
I'm like everyone's biggest fan.
Whoa, alright, at least it's a full hit for him, right? At least it's a full hit for him. Well, one of those could be Dragon Slayer, but I don't think we can not develop a 4/7 right now. If he has a Dragon Slayer, I'll need to trade in here. Still terrible. Okay, no Dragon Slayer. It's a good start. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. I was like, please God, no. Alright. Trade the 1/1 in, develop former champ. Seems strong. Getting a Basilisk out is nice, but we don't really have anything worth the 2 mana right now. So, just do this for now.
Sting like a bee. Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
Trades the 1/1. Omega reporting for duty. I sort of want to put the Drake into the 3/4, 5/5 into the 1/1, play Novice. We do that first, obviously, and then put the Scavenger down. Because if he puts the 5 into the 4, I need a 1. And if he kills my 1, a lot of the time that's through Scorcher, which damages his board as well. Dreadlord's obviously bad, but when is it not? Can't do much about that. Also for Dreadlord, he'd probably take out the 5 power because he wants to protect his Dreadlord. Yeah. I think it actually makes more sense.
I hope you like my invention.
No mech. No mech.
As long as it keeps water.
What we could have done as well is just jam another former champ. That would have been a bit more tempo, putting a 5/5 and a 1/1 instead of a 3/5 and a 1/1. But I think this is okay. It's a bit more mana efficient, then we can form a champ tap next turn. Which we couldn't have done with the other one. Trading into the 1/1 feels pretty awkward now. But for now, having the 1 on board, he's going to go that way. This could be a very, very good kobold. This also be a very bad kobold. Never mind. Scorcher draw is the guaranteed hits, which is very, very nice here. So trade Scorcher, deals 2, his guy goes to 5. Yeah. Very, very, very nice. There's that best drawing deck on curve. Six, 7 Wind Fury. Because my boy would have to hit here twice for it to matter, right? No. I think we do want to kill that quite badly even.
Keep up.
Just need 1 hit. Oh, thank God.
Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
Sting like a bee. He did have a Scorcher. Why did I think he didn't have a Scorcher? Maybe different game. A reach from a previous game or so. The 1/6 taunt might actually be worth it here. Want to get the Basilisk out now that his pings are gone. It's a very slow turn to just go Basilisk and the taunt, though. He just hits the taunt. What else can I play? I could play Wargear and Basilisk and hit the 3-2, but... You know. I know next turn I want to Agents. The tap might bring me closer to Demon Bolt, though. Feels a bit better. Gets me closer to more Omega Lulls. Keep up. So he has one more buffed minion, and we don't have a read on the others. They could be minions or spells. We'll see, please no. Duskbat. It's pretty good. Looks like Basilisk will get to do its thing. Probably don't want to go double Omega. Ankle Biter, the 3-1's looking good. 3-5 into the 3-5. Tangle Fur. Really wide board. Ooh, okay. So his 3-5 lives. Honestly, he should have probably killed off the Basilisk with that. Funny enough. Because my 3-5 was challenging his 3-5. My 5-3 was challenging his 3-5, not his 4-6. So... seemed like that was incorrect for him.
A stranger will offer you aid. Is that food? I need it. We are one. We are one.
We are one. We don't have any way of getting a trend, do we?
Arena's full. Beat it.
It's pretty good. Ooh, 2 Demon Bolts in deck. We need him to trade with the 7. I don't know why he would, but... none of those Omega Agents looks good, right? He would for Demon Bolt, right? That would be the reason. No! Demon Bolt! Demon Bolt! Alright, so let's first look at what would happen if we don't tap. It's got 9 health. We can Veteran and use 2 4-power guys. We can put 7 into the 2-7. I could just jam another Omega. Whereas if I tap, the health might be too awkward. But probably not, right? Maybe the 2 health. Okay, so what about the mana? Omega plus Veteran is 6 mana. I can tap and play Dendrologist instead of a Napper. The upside on tapping is actually really high, so I think I will do it. Okay, we didn't hit it, but that's okay. That just means we're closer.
Speak your peace.
With unity.
So 5 and 4, 3 and 4. Where my trees at? And a little bit more unity.
We are one.
Just add a little bit of unity on top, you know? So that's usually how my decision making works when I'm looking at do I tap or not, right? You really go over everything. I did see a question in chat, and I don't mind going over that after the game, so ask me again then, please, Kuro. Alright, so he's chosen to be dead to Demon Bolts. We have 2 of those. GG. Tap working out. He knew we didn't have it in our hand, so it's fair for him to not play around it. Alright, so it looks like the end of the game came faster than expected. Pretty much.
Versus Jaina.
I mean, there's so many aspects to that question. The kind that makes drift away from each other. And what do you mean with coping? Do you mean how do you fix the situation, or how do you live with it? Because I think it's like with anything, right? Anytime you make a mistake, just analyze it and say, okay, what did I do? Like, first of all, did I make a mistake, right? Given the information I had at the time, the person I was at the time, right? Is it fair for me now with perfect hindsight to look back and say I made a mistake? Oftentimes, yes. People are dumb. We do stupid shit. So, but that's the first one, right? Make sure you did make a mistake, that you're not just making it a, not just making it about, oh, it could maybe have been a mistake.
Speak your peace.
And then, yeah, if you make a mistake, you need to forgive yourself, right? I think there's a difference between, because you might say, well, you can't just forgive yourself, right? But there's a difference between learning from what you did wrong and, 1 second. What's the cat doing? Okay, she's fine. There's a difference between learning from what you did wrong and just making the same mistake over and over. So let's first do this turn. Ah, this is so awkward, dude. Turn 3 novice dance game.
I hope you like my invention.
Ugh, that would have been so good. But I guess next turn.
Want to
I don't have much to play anyway. It's probably okay. So if you know what you... So first, so analyze, right? Know what you did wrong. And then put things into place, fail safes, that hopefully prevent you from making the same mistake again in the future. Allowing you to learn from your mistake and giving it a purpose will make it much easier to psychologically deal with it, rather than just being like, oh, you know, I messed up, I messed up, I messed up, I messed up. It's much easier if you know, okay, I messed up, but this is what I'm going to do to, first of all, minimize the impact of my mistake, if there's anything I can still do about it. And this is what I'm going to do to make sure it does not happen in the future.
if you're sure.
So no death rattle. Okay. So he can't worm unless it's here.
For the crusade!
Reporting for duty.
Reporting for duty, reporting for duty, reporting for duty. But I think I like making him ping here, right? Should put this here.
What to do?
Pretty slow game from my end. Like, I have not been hitting my my good 5s, right? Good 5s would sort of accelerate the game. I mean, this is a good 5, it's another 5, right? So we haven't hit former champ, we haven't hit Wargear, we haven't hit Grizzly. No, here we go. Summon a Xeric. That's fairly good. If I go former champ here, my Demon Bolt goes to 3. So I guess I could just former champ and Demon Bolt to Xeric. Go face. We probably need that little bit of extra tempo here.
Computing.
Yep.
Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
For the master.
Seeing so many Astromancers. They're good. They're good. Multi-reflection on Xeric. Monk ass. I guess the second Xeric has the proc, right? But yeah, we're not going to allow any shenanigans on that.
Someday I'll be just
It's my pleasure, Kuro.
Reporting for duty.
It's good that you're trying to make amends. Sunwalker is so bad into a 5/5. So if I want a Sunwalker, I'd have to throw everything in. That seems like a bad start. Let's just tap. Doesn't work that much against Flame Strike, but it makes Blast Wave and stuff a lot better for us. If we get rid of a little bit of 1 health guys. And he just has to trade. That's nice.
Winter is here, and it's cold.
And it is cold. Much better board for Sunwalker.
I will offer you aid.
Truth is my
For
shield.
the master.
So yeah, the goal of this deck a lot of the time is to just diffuse their pressure as you're gearing up for an Omega turn.
Play with fire.
Meh.
Good tickets don't come cheap.
Looks like he's going to draw. Don't think I can hold back on this.
We are right.
As long as it keeps out.
But we're healthy. We can tap. We can start to get closer to the other 2 Omega cards in the deck.
Welcome to the show.
Oh. You must have something else to damage here, right? Oh!
Only a fool.
No, that's not right. I'm on 26. You take 2 cards here every time. It's very good for us. It's just very... There's not much else I can say. It's very good for us that he made that decision. Hey, there's number 2. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey. So we can just go bump, bump, bump. More Omega lols. We could get Basilisk down with the Stone Skin.
It's mine.
I want to get this overkill for sure.
With unity. With unity. We are ready.
Makes no sense to hold another turn, I think.
Amazing.
Amazing.
You win.
Okay.
Mecha Jaraxxus versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
You face Mecha
Top deck Flame Strike? Not today. Not sure on the Acarus plus Mekaru keep, especially versus Mage. I think I just keep the Mekaru and increase the odds that I find Twilight Drake or a Premium 3. Twilight Drake ready. Once again, Tangle is probably the best draw, just because it gives us a Spider Tank and a thing. But that's more than good. Der Knappbaukerman? Is that anywhere near what it's supposed to be? Thank you for the sub. Welcome. Oh, that's 24, guys. One more, and we're there. It's the best 3-drop on curve, given that we have Twilight in hand. Oh. 24 out of 25. Thank you so much. Welcome.
I don't need any of you.
A stranger will offer you aid.
Calm down, I'm a doctor.
Adam topping it off. Thank you so much, Adam, for gift 113. That's crazy. To Demich from SB. Welcome. And thank you again, Adam.
Need a key?
Go 25 and 423 on the clock. There we go. Oh, what a draw. So good.
like a bee.
So good around secrets, this thing. For a coin lone champion into Death Speaker, his board looks terrible. Like, usually you're quite far ahead after that opener.
Keep up. I love omelets.
Probably want to start tapping soon to get around Blast Wave and stuff. It's probably okay. It's a bit weird to not use Basilisk there, but I could see the Flame Strike being really good, so let's make it less good. That's fine. If he's playing slow like that, that's fine. It's not the end of the world.
Calm down. I'm a doctor.
Anthony, thank you for subbing, my man. Welcome, welcome. This is better, right? I gain another 4 if he meteors. Wait, what? Fuck's sake. I thought I had the Sunwalker. Fuck me. That's actually kind of awkward.
Don't touch me.
I'm not gonna blame the cat. I don't know what happened. Actually don't know what happened. I think it was a couple things at the same time. It doesn't matter too much, though. It's like it's not objectively worse or anything, right? It's yeah, it's still big-ish. Yeah, it's fine. Cat's just blocking the view here. I'm off yet. Let's see the screen. I can tap again, right? Because we still don't have Omegas or Demon Bolt. We're bound to hit him at some point.
Speak your peace.
Truth is my friend.
So the net result was a little worse than had we Sunwalkered, but eh. I mean, it's a mistake, right? But I'm not going to be too upset about it.
Dark one snaps all. Let's start some trouble.
Come here, Moose.
Justice shall prevail.
Alright, this is dead, because this is green. Missing here is really sad. It's a bit of a weird move, but I feel like this is better against Blast Wave, because now he can Blast Wave his own 5-1, and he also doesn't get the extra 1-1s. Man, we are not drawing our cards, huh? That is a very nice draw.
Speak your peace.
Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
Oh, I'm so glad we held on the Pogo. I was thinking about it. Dude, what the hell? 2 Omegas, 2 Demon Bolts in the final 10. Alright.
The dark path is my destiny.
So hopefully we get one of these ones back into the Basilisk.
What to do? What to do?
Come on, little 1/6 taunt. You can be a mage hero power, I believe.
For the master.
Don't mess with Tusk. Keep up.
We are one. We are one.
Please don't have it.
You win.
Nice. The formula that I think is really good right now, right? So the curve for that is near perfect, almost perfect. On top of that, there's 2 Omega Agents and 2 Demon Bolts, so... But this is why I had to play Warlock, right? To see, okay, how does it feel in Warlock? Did they gift an arena ticket because of the unfinished run with the last patch? No. No. They just change your card mid-run. You guys should see this, it's so cute. All right. Let me grab it. Purr, purr, purr. Monka curve, baby. We don't use that enough. Just bring light to the fact that you're awesome. Thank you, Debris. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Get him, Basilisk.
Reporting for duty.
That is a real player behind Shadybunny. Yup. I have to say I was not expecting that, but I'm also pleasantly surprised I did not jam my Drake. I guess if I was always taunting, I should have checked before and hit. My logic was if I attack face and it's get down, I know I'll have to play Tar. But if I'm always playing Tar, should have done that in the other order. Minor mistake. Probably gonna do nothing in the end though. Because I would have exchanged my shield, and here I would have double traded. So if the 2-3 ends up going into the 1-1, I would have just missed one phase actually. So
Follow the rules.
yeah, looks like we would have just missed one phase. But I'll be curious to see if he goes for the greedy trade. He's like, do I make a dude? It's just gonna die, right?
Drink with me, friend.
Oh, wow. The low tempo plays.
The light protects me.
So Drake gets altered again. Doesn't mean it's terrible, but I think I'd rather not give him an alder for a while.
The dark path is my destiny.
Lower the mic so I can hear the cat.
Try harder, man.
Should probably be able to hear her now, right? Can't coin fungal, that's good. I was really debating whether I should take the Divine Shield or not, but I don't think it made much sense. Trade seems very normal. Like tap Omega Mekaru gets the War Gear out. Means we're not getting this Drake for a while though. But I like the Omega protecting here. Could also go for a Scorcher. That feels not so good.
Must destroy.
Ready to glow. For the master.
Keep up.
Drake into 3. Yeah, it's just that he has Uldor, so I kind of want to War Gear the 1/1, trade something, and then have that get Uldored. Quality.
Reporting for duty.
Truth is my shield.
Keep up.
For the master.
It's a bit of a weird game, just knowing that he has the Uldor in his hand. It's sort of changing the way how we're playing right now.
Follow the rule.
We got it out of him. Because normally I would have always jammed the War Gear there, but this makes no sense.
The dark path is my destiny.
Must destroy. Protocol 7.
For the master. I cast arcane missiles.
Justice shall
El Clasico, as we like to call him. I was like, this surely removes more than Ankle Biter, right?
I wonder.
If he gets the Volcano, it's on your head. El Clasico was yesterday. Not in my stream, not. Oh. Okay. Thanks for making my trades feel better, I suppose.
don't mess with us.
I still like to get the taps in just to increase the chance we'll hit Omega. Also buff the Drake there, so seems fine.
At last! Worth
The entire game he sat on this shit. The entire game, dude.
Reporting for duty.
These people. These people.
Suck steel, swine.
Soar like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
So it was better tempo for him to buff his Cauldron rather than play a Dragon Slayer.
Reporting for duty.
I mean, we're on board. We got the lifesteal. We're feeling fine.
Play by the rules.
Kiddo demon boat.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, is he dead with that? Not yet, right? 1-0. 2 veterans drain life for lethal.
We are one. We are one.
Keep up, tryhardimer.
I think Phase makes more sense because Deathwing is about his only out, right? Or Equality Consecrate. So then I'd rather have him in the Scavenger range.
Reporting for duty.
Reporting for duty.
Speak your peace.
As long as it keeps
Shouldn't have a Deathwing, right? Could have played Novice, but I don't know. Scorcher to kill is 1-1. Yep. That's about it.
It's time to test your metal.
That's from Pinata.
Mushroom.
Oh god. So he goes face with face, heals for 10, and then dies. Cool. I'll give him the well played here because he's just dead on board, right? So. What do you think of Equality Cold Blood post nerf? They are worse than they were before the nerf. Smiley face. So probably not good picks if they are in the same bucket. Man, I want to shift in my seat so badly for my back. Then I'll wake the cat up. So insightful. Yeah, I try. What was your favorite meme run, Shady? Maybe do that one. The all random spell one was pretty hilarious. You think they're worse? No way, dude. Although, there might be some stealth buffing going on here. With the spell that switches the costs of the minion and the spell, if they pull Equality, they can make their minion cheaper. No. No, it's just bad. Okay. Good old Basilisk. Wow, we're getting that war gear on curve.
A stranger will offer you aid.
Find Basilisk in to chill. That's nice for us.
For the war chief.
For Hellscream. We're on offense, baby.
You are the Shadow's puppet.
I guess 3 2/2s is fine here. Next turn we can do this. Tapping feels better now because I'm gaining a card, I'm gaining a health, and I saved a drain life in my hand as well, all just for a 2-1, right?
Computing.
Seems much better. I think even if you don't have Drake there, you probably still tap, just because of the risk of having 3 1 health minions on the board to begin with. Poison. I don't really want to go Necro Fell Soul, but it's probably still better than like Bloodworm tap because it just gets weaponed or whatnot. Just feels weird to play Fell Soul. Like not drawing a card, eh. Let's see, I do need the small things on board too. Yeah, okay. Charge Devil Star just eats this so easily. Yuck. Dude. Order Plez. Am I killing that? I guess I'm killing that, huh? Full life poke.
I dream and the world trembles.
This might be a, if he has Awakens, we lose no matter what. Yeah. I think we go with the, if he has an Awakens, we lose.
Don't mess with us.
We are
Your
one.
soul is mine.
We are one.
Even Warpath wins him the game. Yeah. Maybe it's wrong. Oh. Winnable, you say? And now comes the most difficult part of the strategy, which is top decking a Demon Bolt. Actually, how low can we get him? He's gonna go to 2 after armoring up and blowing up his own board. That's actually not that terrible for us.
Must destroy.
With unity. With unity.
Making him armor up is actually a big deal, right?
Runs out.
Truth is my shield.
Killing the 2/2 feels normally like the way better line. But making him armor up in case of the Awakens is good. It might heavily restrict his play, whereas he might have Awakens 5-drop and he can't do that because he needs the hero power. And then we can Omega again, and hopefully we get there. Awakens is 2 mana. I don't know why I said 5 mana. I think it's because I have the 5 damage in my head. I know it's 2 mana, yeah. That was weird. Anyways, making him armor up is probably still better, because trading the 2 if he has Awakens makes no difference. Okay, looks like no Awakens. He's like, Baby Rage? How did he not play around my Awakens Baby Rage?
Unity.
Ooh. Going for the 1 or settling for the 4? Probably settling for the 4 here. So good. That's so insane versus Pally. I was really tempted to throw this, but this into this into this was so good.
Reporting for duty. I love
Tark Reaper first here makes no sense. You want power first, right? Yeah, and now we can protect the Napper.
Don't touch me.
Dude Maul was nice for him. Double bells here, we can still trade back in. But it takes both our 1/1s. Oh. That's better for us than bells, for sure.
Reporting for duty.
This curve, man. Monka curve.
As long as it keeps out of
Monka curve.
Rams? Those aren't exciting enough.
Okey-dokey. No, not my thing. And this is where playing Necromancer would have allowed us to kill this, and this is where he doesn't get to Steed if he has it. Steed will give him 10 health, kill my guy. 5 health left. Play Sunwalker into it. 4 and the 1, kill it back. So if he doesn't have a way to deal with the shield, it's actually somewhat manageable.
Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
I wonder how you analyze a deck going 12-0 with 2 Omega Lulls in it. Well, we're not 12-0 yet, right? But if we are, then you compare it to the deck that had 2 Omega Lulls and 1/6, and then you look at the key differences.
What fools these mortals be!
It so happens to be that I have a deck that went 6 with 2 Omega Agents, so it's not entirely hypothetical. Wow, the big money play here is to go with the Sunwalker and say, you don't have shit. Is it that much worse if he has a Vine Cleaver, so... It's going 12-0? You can't say that.
Keep up.
1 bad draw or 1 god draw from the opponent, and that's not happening. I think I do take it because I don't think it's that big of a difference.
Truth is my shield.
Reporting for duty.
What fools these mortals be!
Oh, he doesn't have the punish. Feels good.
Reporting for duty.
Justice shall prevail.
Keep up.
It's a bit weird to miss 5, but the Silver Sword is pretty annoying if he gets to pop, pop, pop.
Follow the rules.
Follow the rules. Could be that he's softening up the attack here to, like, maybe this is Silver Sword, right? It's been in his hand since turn 1. Oh, it's not. And the pre-bump. Wow. Seems to be okay with us taking our time. I'm a bit surprised by that turn, but we'll see. Yeah, I might just not have it. He just had to dude maul early.
Reporting for
His
duty.
power cards are still in the deck, it seems.
Justice shall prevail.
Oops.
Justice shall prevail.
When did he draw this, guys? That's his top deck, right?
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, that's his top deck. Okay.
The victory is yours.
GG.
Raise your pick and raise your voice. Down and down into the
It's just an NA thing, Farco. I mean, the code is not, right? The code is just for NA, but Uber Eats is in Europe. Yeah. How long ago was the double Omega deck? 2 weeks or so? Oh, we're ready. It's a bit light, but we have tap.
The sunlight will not reach the snow. Never seen the blue moon glow. Fill a glass and down some meat. Stop your bellies at the feet. Stumble home and fall asleep. Dreaming in our mountain deep. Born underground, grown inside a rocky womb. The earth is our cradle. The mountain shall become our tomb. Faces on the battlefield, you will meet your doom. We do not fear what lies beneath. We can never dig too deep. I am a warman, I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I am a warman, I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. I am a warman, I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole.
Diggy diggy hole.
Born underground, suckled from a teeth of snow, raised in the dark, the safety of the mountain home, skin made of iron, steel in our bones, to dig and dig makes us free, come on brother, sing with me.
Should lower the volume a little bit. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking maybe I should former champ because of that. That's actually still fine, right? Yeah, I forgot. I have 3 power around the Voidwalker.
Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
I was thinking about making it a 3-1 Stein, but
Keeps out arrows.
3-3 felt better in the end. But I'll, we can talk about it after the game. I'm just gonna focus on the game right now, guys.
Truth is my
Keep
shield.
up, try harder.
Saving this coin for next game. Oh wait. That pre-hit seems wrong.
Must destroy.
A stranger will offer you aid.
Try harder. Keep up.
Justice shall prevail.
Isn't it wrong if he has explosive? Yeah, but he would have to throw a 3-5 in as well, and for walls it's much worse the other way around. I think he's had an explosive the turn before, right?
What fools
Explosive was probably pretty alright when I played the 5 power dude. Mushroom power.
Computing. Keep up.
Wasn't originally gonna sack that, but it doesn't really make much sense to do it the other way, so.
We hear your heart.
X marks the spot.
Protocol 7 engaged.
The lifesteal changes the rules a little bit here, because normally he just wants the smart, but this might actually be too annoying for him. Doesn't go up to more than 4 health right now. Oh, yeah, I was about to. Oh.
Those aren't exciting enough.
Giving me 4 extra health? That can't be right. That can't be right. Omega lol.
We are one. We are one.
A buffed up Warbear could do something here. But if I don't go face, I don't have lethal, so not a Warbear.
With unity.
Don't BM? No, I'm waiting to say well played back. All good. 4 good ones with 2 good 2s. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 good 3s plus the Razor Friend plus Apprentice. Turn 4 we picked Drake over a 3rd Omega, and I'm quite confident the deck doesn't go 12-0 with 3 Omegas. Drake did so much work in the earlier games. Bloodworm was fine, just a thing to play later on because the deck was still light-ish, but with double Omega. Nice. Cool. Good to have done. Good to have done.